JCOM.
This is Jeremy Vine from BBC Radio 2, and you're listening to Radio JCOM in Leeds.
Hi, and welcome to New to You. I'm Geoff Rowland, and I'm going to play you some album tracks where hopefully either the singer or the song might just be new to you. I'll be playing what I call music for grown-ups. That could mean anything from jazz and blues right through to folk and country and even beyond. Now, Johnny Cash has always been one of my all-time favourite singers. And after his death a few years ago, his record company managed to find an album from way back in the 1980s which had never been released. And it turns out it's pretty good. Here's the title track from the album, Out Among the Stars.
It's midnight at a liquor store in Texas. Closing time, another day is done. When a boy walks in the door and points a pistol, he can't find a job, but Lord, he's found a gun. He pulls it off with no trace of confrontation. Then he lets the old man run out in the street. Even though he knows they'll come with guns a-blazing, already he can feel a great relief. Oh, how many travelers get weary, bearing both their burdens and their scars. Don't you think they'd love to start all over and fly like eagles out among the stars? He pictured the arrival of the cruisers, sees that old familiar anger in their eyes. He knows that when they're shooting at this loser, they'll be aiming at the demons in their lives. Oh, how many travelers get weary, bearing both their burdens and their scars. Don't you think they'd love to start all over and fly like eagles out among the stars? The evening news carries all the details. He dies in every living room in town, and in his own a bottle is thrown in anger, and his father cries, we'll never live this down. Oh, how many travelers get weary, bearing both their burdens and their scars. Don't you think they'd love to start all over and fly like eagles out among the stars, and fly like eagles out among the stars?
Johnny Cash and Out Among the Stars, the title track from a newly found album of his. Now, Mose Allison has got to be the epitome of cool jazz. When I think of him, I often think of Georgie Fame, who's got a very similar style, and I'm sure Georgie modelled himself on Mose. And this is what I call jazz for people who possibly don't even like jazz. See if you agree as we listen to a track called Your Mind is on Vacation.
You're sitting there yakking right in my face. I guess I'm gonna have to put you in your place. You know, if silence was golden, you couldn't raise a dime. Because your mind is on vacation and your mouth is working overtime. You quoting figures and dropping names. You telling stories about the dames. You're over laughing when things ain't funny. You're trying to sound like the big money. You know if talk was criminal, you'd lead a life of crime. Because your mind is on vacation and your mouth is working overtime. You know that life is short, talk is cheap. Don't be making promises that you can't keep. You don't like this little song I'm singing, just grin and bear it. All I can say is if the shoe fits, wear it, and you must keep talking. Please try to make it rhyme. Because your mind is on vacation and your mouth is working overtime.
Mose Allison with Your Mind is on Vacation, from his compilation album The Best of Mose Allison. Now, Tish Hinojosa is a Mexican singer who's not very well known in the UK, but she's recorded many albums. Been awarded Album of the Year in sometime in the mid-90s, and has also performed at the White House in front of the Clintons. But most of all for me, she's got a wonderful, warm Latin voice. She records in both Spanish and English, and here she is with a Spanish number called Noche Sin Estrellas.
Sin estrellas en las selvas, oraciones de paz pierden los caminos que tus ojos pueden mirar. Noche sin estrellas, ves el marco de una pena. pasan los caminos que tus ojos pueden mirar. Pasan los caminos que tus ojos pueden mirar.
Tish Hinojosa and Noche Sin Estrellas from her album Destiny's Gate. Now, Etta James is basically a rhythm and blues singer, but she also sang blues, soul, rock and roll, jazz and gospel. And she had a long career from 1954 right up to 2012. But that career didn't really take off until the 1990s. Here she is with a track from her album Love Songs called Again.
Again, this couldn't happen again. This is that once in a lifetime. This is the thrill divine. As you would suddenly be mine to hold as I'm holding you now. Oh, and never so near. Mine to have when the now and the here disappear. Oh, what matters dear, for when this doesn't happen again, we'll have this moment forever. But never again. Mine to hold as I'm holding you now. Oh, and never so near. Mine to have when the now and the here disappear. And oh, what matters dear, for when this doesn't happen again, we'll have this moment forever. But never again. Again. Never again. Again.
Etta James and Again from her album Love Songs. The Platters were one of the most successful groups of the early rock and roll era, with an amazing 40 singles in the Hot 100, including 4 number 1 hits. Here's a number which reached number 3 in the UK chart in 1958 called Twilight Time.
Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time. Out of the mist your voice is calling. It's twilight time. When purple-colored curtains mark the end of day, I'll hear you, my dear, at twilight time. Deepening shadows gather splendor as day is done. Fingers of night will soon surrender the setting sun. I count the moments, darling, till you're here with me. Together at last at twilight time. Here in the afterglow of day, we keep our rendezvous. Here in that sweet and same old way, I fall in love again as I did then. Deep in the dark, your kiss will thrill me like days of old, lighting the spark of love that fills me with dreams untold. Each day I pray for evening just to be with you, together at last at twilight time. Here in the afterglow of day, we keep our rendezvous beneath the moon. Here in that sweet and same old way, I fall in love again as I did then. Deep in the dark, your kiss will thrill me like days of old, lighting the spark of love that fills me with dreams untold. Each day I pray for evening just to be with you, together at last at twilight time. Together at last at twilight time.
The Platters and Twilight Time from the compilation album The Best of the Platters. Now, if we were talking about the greatest rock and roll singers of all time, I'm quite sure that the name of Jerry Lee Lewis would be right up there. With songs like Great Balls of Fire, Whole Lotta Shaking and High School Confidential, the guy was unforgettable. And of course there were many more where that came from. Here's rather a lesser-known track of Jerry's called Down the Line.
You can't be my loving baby, you ain't got to stop. I'm gonna get some real gonna love and I'll drive a cool cat a while. Wanna move on down the line. Wanna get me a gal that'll go out on the town. Well, move on down the line. I'm gonna get these gals, make some time. You're gonna leave these squats. You get me slow, or when you start to struggle, we gotta go. I'm gonna move on down the line. Well, I've been loving all the time. Yeah. So hot, I'm gonna get what you ain't got. She'll be cool, do me wrong. She'll be cool and twice as gone. They're gonna roll on down the line. I'm gonna get some love. Loving is truly fine. Well, I wanna move on down the line. I wanna get some love that's truly fine. Well, there's the past is gone. When she starts strutting, she's gotta go. I'm gonna move on down the line. Well, I'm gonna do right all the time. I'm gonna do right all the time.
Yeah, some typical Jerry Lee Lewis there with Down the Line from his double album Fireball. And Mel Torme was known as the Velvet Fog, and when you listen to him soon, you'll soon understand why. He's best known as a singer of jazz standards, but he was also a composer and arranger. And a colleague of his once said he has the most beautiful voice and combines it with a flawless sense of pitch. Well, judge for yourself as we listen to a track called And So to Bed. Mel Torme, the Meltones and the wonderful Artie Shaw Orchestra with And So to Bed from the album The Legendary Mel Torme. Well, that's just about all for now, folks. I hope I've been able to play you some tracks where either the singer or the song is new to you. And above all, I hope you've enjoyed the programme. I've certainly enjoyed bringing it to you because this is the kind of music I like. And if you like it too, please keep tuning in for more songs and singers who may just be new to you. In the meantime, I'm playing out this week with the great Sidney Bechet and Sweet Lorraine. Bye for now.
This is your Leeds Jewish station, Radio JCOM.